Not far from Desoto Caverns, and not far from a piece of property I own, I saw a sign that I'd never noticed because I never really come out this far, but within a mile or two, there was this little road. You hear people shooting their guns out in the woods here. And way off the road, there was a sign that said Davis Cemetery. So I thought, I'm going to turn around and go check out. That's a neat path through there. So I did. I came out here and thought, well, I'll make a little video. Davis Cemetery, well, guess what? The majority of graves here have the last name of Davis on them. Surprise. And this is very, very old. It sits situated like on the almost the crest of this little hill. It's all cleared off pretty good, surrounded completely by woods, but plenty of land cleared off here, as you see. And all the graves are over here. The most recent ones are, well, there's one that doesn't have a marker, it looks pretty new, but let's take a little walk. There's even one that sits off in the trees, out in the woods. But 2006, and there again, Davis. From 2006, Mary, John, 1973, and he was 5 years younger when he was born than Mary Davis. She lived a long time. And then there's another Mary Davis, born in 39, died in 83, which either one of these Davises could have fathered or mothered Mary. And then I'm not going to step over there, but there's one here. But a variety of graves, needless to say. Beautiful, nice, quiet, serene. This is a Whitman, Emma, died in 1969, born in the 19th century, which we're going to see a lot of that. And then we got the Falks. The most recent was died the year that I graduated from high school, 1875 and 1890. And then look at this. This is full of water, but that is cracked open there. I don't know if you can see the water in there or not, but that's John A. Falks, whose remains are found underneath that. So, but you got a similar situation over here. And this is Doyle Jackson, wife and mother. Died in 1957 when died the month I was born. So I was all of 3 years old. Let me get it straight. Born 1905. Died pretty young, in her 50s. And a similar situation to Mr. Falks over there. That concrete over her grave is cracked open and full of water as well. Okay. And then, of course, we've got this one here. What is that name? It's Jackson. Albert R. Jackson. Died in 1956. Here's that guns going off in the background here. Kind of got to wave in. It's not that large, and I've got time to enjoy this beautiful day out here. There are some recent wreaths that have been placed. This is unmarked under that slab. The one next to it is a Mother Sylvia Reynolds, buried in 1967, born in the 19th century, 1892. And then Viola Burt. It's a name you don't hear much anymore. It used to be I remember violas when I was growing up in North Alabama. Died in 1970. 72 years of age. Another slab with no name. And then another Davis, Theodore Roosevelt Davis, born 1905, died in December 1979, a beloved uncle. 74 years of age, or thereabouts. John Garrett, pretty young. Then two slabs here that are unmarked. These are newer graves, but there's no indication as to who's buried in there. And then another unmarked. These 79, 68, and you'll see Davis, Davis, Davis. Clearly the family of Davis is big, well-rooted, no pun there intended, in this area. Reverend Jordan Davis, ABBD, died in 1961. And then Alva Davis Barnes died in 1990. And then you get into these. There's some rock and even a few tree stumps out here. Levi Nivens died in 1921. This cemetery goes back a ways. Here is Sylvia Wesley, 1929. Ben Wesley died in 1910. Must have been an infant. Usually when it's marked that way, it's born and died the same day or was stillborn. One of the two. And then some of these markers you just cannot read. Another Davis, Elbert, 1929, Mary, 1921. And then another marker that can't really see. It's gonna get in the field. But the Davises go back quite a ways here. Ulysses S. Davis, 1938. So a lot of them in the early 1900s, a lot of them that were born in the 19th century. Some, there's another young one, Sylvester Wynn, 1903, 23 years old. But, and then this one caught my eye over here, is off in the trees a bit. Now wait a minute, there's a stone there. I'm not going to get dirty because I got a wedding to do, but then right over here, you've got two. Okay, spider, get off of me. Right up in the trees there. One with a tombstone and the other unmarked. Okay. That's the only one mark that I see off in the tree line. I don't know if these rocks like this indicate a grave or there's a lot of rock here on this hill. It's very rocky through here. So I really am not sure, even though some of them look like they could be markers for old graves, these rocks. You kind of see it. Boy, this breeze feels good today. It feels real good out here. There's another Wesley. So mostly Davis. There are Wesleys. And this is brother Pollard Wesley, son of Elizabeth and William. Sister Della Johnson, daughter of Elizabeth and William. So Elizabeth and William had at least 2 children out here. Okay, and there's William. He died at 37. There's no date on those. It's almost like they were stillborn. Who knows? No date of birth or death on those. But there's the father, and then here would be the mother right there. Elizabeth and William. She died in 63, and he died in 37. He was born in 1873, and she was born in 1879. So a lot of mostly Davises and a couple of others. They're undoubtedly related in some fashion. And there was the mothers of those two right there. And this is as far out this way as it goes. Well maintained. Of course, I hadn't seen it in the summertime. It's the end of winter. But there's another Wesley, husband and father. Till we meet again. And we got Wesley's on his back end here. And then there's a Bardwell 2008. I guess he's got a engraving of a car there. So who knows what that's about. But outside of this right here, and like I said, there's indications of other, just from the surface, like right there and right here could be two graves, unmarked. And then we get back up to here, and there's a couple of more, well, I say recent, but these are all Davises. Emma, 1990. Reverend Cephas, there's a couple of Reverends buried out here, 82. General Lee Davis, 2009. And then this one, which has the appearance of being a very new grave, encased in that concrete there. But that is the extent of Davis Cemetery on this back edge of this hill. It goes up higher over there and slopes down, but this is far. This is on the back edge of this little hill, so it's not at the bottom. It's not in the valley. And there's a lot of land. The land that the graves are actually on is a very small portion of what all has been cleared out here. I'll do a panoramic view here. You'll see what I'm talking about, because that whole section is wide open. Somebody's done something. There's a pile of dirt there, so who knows what that's all about. It looks like is that a concrete slab up here of some sort? No, it's just gravel. So here we are in first weekend of March. It's summertime weather, 80s, or right at 80. Nice little breeze. And this has clearly been maintained to some extent. Who knows how it grows up in the summertime, but right now it is what it is, as you see. So there we are, Talladega County, off of Desoto Caverns Parkway. The very interesting Davis Cemetery. Thanks for watching.